everyone. Welcome to Rotor Talk Live, Season 6, Episode 16, DJI Mini 3 drone only released. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's greet everybody here. Quadcopters and Tech, Drone Shots, Grumpy Vlogger, John Olson, Dr. Ted is in the house, Michael Wright is here. Let's see who else. Flying Flynn, Mark White. Welcome, Mark. Richard's here. Good to see you, Richard. Let's see who else. Lauren is here. Welcome, Lauren. Drone Views Media, Sub 250 aerial shots. Let's see who else we got. Captain Joe Merrick is here. Ridge Flyer 32. 107 Drones. Henry Mills. Mr. B Outdoors Misadventures. All right. Got a good crew in the house. Next week, okay, programming note. You're going to want to circle this date on your calendar, okay? Today's what? Today's the 18th. Next week is the 25th, okay? Circle it. Put it down on your phone. Set an alarm. Set your reminder, folks. Next week, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, the one and only Billy Kyle is going to be my very special guest. Haven't had Billy on for a while, way too long in terms of for my satisfaction, and COVID and everything in his schedule. But he has time. I booked him about a month and a half ago, so really looking forward to getting Billy on. So make sure that you write this down. Send yourself a reminder. What I'll try to do is this weekend, try to get the show out there and help it serve as a reminder for you guys. You don't want to miss it, okay? Billy is always a fantastic guest. Really looking forward to having him on. I'm working on trying to get some more guests as well. Not as easy as you guys think, all right? That does play into it. So, but anyway, make sure that you do that. Make sure that you try to, write it down for next week. Seriously, in all seriousness, Billy's not something you want to miss. He is a fountain of great information. He's just a great guy. I know him personally. Just absolutely, he's just a wonderful person to be around. And he has just an outstanding knowledge of drones. And it will be great because I'm going to be asking him lots of questions because I got lots of questions. And really curious as to what his thoughts are on the Inspire 3, considering he's owning Inspire 2. But anyway, we greeted everybody, got that announcement out of the way. Spin Up. Spin Up is coming up. I did see a date. I think Ron had posted it out on Drone Nation for last night for the episode. I think it was October 21st. From what I'm hearing, when will they release the other Inspire 3? Okay, Lauren, you're intriguing. Jeff, boy, welcome to the show, Jeff. Good to see you. The other Inspire 3. Okay, that's a great question, Lauren. I didn't even know there was another Inspire 3. Okay. All right. Teaser from Lauren there. All right. Okay. What was that you saying? Lost my train of thought. Maddie, welcome, Maddie. Akirasha, welcome. Glad you guys are here. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. All right. I'm debating on whether or not in 2 weeks or put a video out about it. I think I'm going to put a video out about it. My granddaughter helped, I'm going to put in quote marks, helped her daddy fly the plane. And daddy's plane is a Fimi X8 SE 2022 V2. And he sent me the video and he's given me permission to use it. So I think I'm going to put it together in a video for you guys to enjoy. It really is quite enjoyable. Seeing her light up with this. And, it's like if my daughter would let me, I'd buy her a drone right now. And I'm sure my son-in-law would let me too. But 4 years old is just a little too young. So we're going to have to wait on that. But anyway, okay. 107, nope. A 6K version using the X7 camera. Okay, Lauren. Wow. Okay. There's some breaking news there, folks. Okay. What we're going to do a little bit later in the show, we're going to go out to DJI's website and we're going to price one up. Okay. And I think just I want to give you guys, just it'll help, kind of put a perspective on things for you. I mean, well, that's what I'm going to say there. Okay. DJI Mavic 3 Pro update. The update is there is no update. There's been nothing out there from Deals Drone, Acetalev, nothing from on Drone XL, nothing on Drone DJ. Nobody has any further update on this at all. So your guess is as good as mine. You know, a lot of people said that they were going to do something with the Inspire 3. DJ, I can tell you just from past history, that's not part of DJI's MO. They're not, they don't operate like that. When they put it, when they do a product announcement, it's really that product, and they want you to focus on that product, which was the Inspire 3. Okay. And now we know there's going to be another iteration of the Inspire 3 with a 6K camera. Thank you, Lauren. But no, there's been no further information, nothing out there. I've looked on Deals Drone, I've looked on Acetalev, no hints, no nothing. It hasn't hit the FCC database. Usually we get kind of a some kind of a whiff of something's going on, but no, there's been nothing about that. And it's going to be what I would call a very soft release. They'll probably put a date and a time, and I don't even think they'll go to the length of having the video that they did for the Inspire 3. I could be wrong, but they've really gotten smart over the past several years. And as you know, Valerie and I went to it. It was really the last in-person release that DJI had with the Mavic 2 back in August of 2018, and it's going on 5 years already, which is pretty amazing. But they learned from this, that they can, COVID taught us all that we could be able to work from home well, and do other things well, like have meetings via Zoom, that kind of thing. And it's taught DJI they don't have to spend the money that they do. And trust me, they spent a bundle of money on that event at the Duggal Greenhouse over in Brooklyn when we went 5 years ago. It was first class all the way. They don't have to spend that kind of money. And, they save a significant amount of cost in doing something like this. So, but yeah, there's nothing out there. As soon as there is, we're going to let you guys know about it. I would say you're probably going to see something on the FCC database within the next 2-3 weeks. Probably. That's just a guess off the top of my head. I don't know for sure. Wanted to get back to spin up. I'm sorry. I've been all around the place here. Okay. Mavic throw that's it, right, Lauren? Okay. All right. Yes, Mark. Yes, pending with an asterisk. Little asterisk there. I like that. Mark. That's good. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have there. I like what you said there, Mark. That's good. Mavic Pro Platinum and do a firmware update. Upgrade to Mavic 3 Pro. I like that. Okay. Spin up. All right. October 21st. Ron reported that in last night's Drone Nation show notes. And now, from what else I read on there too, was apparently hotels are really expensive around there now, to the tune of $400 a night. Oh, okay, Lauren. There's some more information there. Thank you for that. Okay. Now they're doing that, so they don't even give you a heads up. It's just happening when it's happening. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate that. $400 a night for spin up. And they're working on trying to get some other rates on that. So pay attention to this. I don't know. I didn't see if there's any information about this. I forgot to go out and check on Kelly's website today, or out on his YouTube channel. I didn't think there was any information because I get notifications from his YouTube channel. So don't know how much is out there about this, but the more we find out, we'll get that out there. I can tell you right now, $400 a night, that's not going to cut it for a lot of people. So I'm hoping they can find a better rate, because that's way off the charts. No, way off the charts. Okay. All right. Got some more to talk about here. Now what we're going to do here, let's do this. Okay. All right. DJI drones are require an external ID module. Now, of course, as you guys well know, on Build a Drone Reviewer Facebook group and page, all these articles that I post from Drone DJ will be out there, so you guys can read them to your heart's content. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and share the screen here. All right, there we go. All right, 4 DJI drones require an external remote ID module. Now, these are only 4 that they mention here, but I know there are other ones, okay? Like, for example, I haven't heard anything about the Phantom 4 Pro. So there's one right there. The Spark, the original Mavic Air. So let's move on down this list. Number 1, Mavic 2 Enterprise Dual. Number 2, Mavic 2 Enterprise Zoom. Number 3, Matrice 200 series that came out in 2017. Number 4, Matrice 600 Pro. Okay. Just to let you guys know, I'm pretty sure the Matrice 600 Pro, that's the big, you've probably seen it before. It has extremely long arms. This is a kind of drone from when I went down to Florida Drone Supply. They showed it to me. Said, you got to drive a pickup truck, literally, because those arms are so long. You can't even really get it in an SUV. It's so big. But these are the drones that they're talking about here. But like I said, one of the things here, and take this article and read it thoroughly. DJI already rolled out firmware updates for their current flagship drone models. And it says, however, these will need a remote ID broadcast module to transmit the required radio signals. Here are 4 commercial drones that DJI has confirmed will necessitate the purchase of such a remote ID broadcast module. Okay, and then they tell you about that. All right, so stay tuned. I'm really curious, especially on the Phantom 4 Pro, because a lot of people still use that drone. And my thinking behind that is that they're going to have some kind of a firmware update for that, because that's still popular. Well, and there's the Phantom 4 Pro RTK that people are still using. In fact, my son-in-law uses it on his job for accuracy with measurements down to the centimeter, which really helps. So stay tuned to this. We'll get more updates on this as this happens. And September is one of those things. I know it's only April, but September's not that far away when you guys think about it. So it'll be coming up sometime. Just kind of want to get you guys kind of prepped up for that. Okay. All right. What was I going to? Boom. If you guys haven't seen, there are plenty of videos out about the South Florida drone meet. I know Captain Ray's put out a ton of them. I know some others have. I think Ron Marcus have put them out. Johnny's put some out. Go out there and check them out. This guy's had a good time. Ray told me he had 125. They had 125 people show up. And from what I understand, it's going to be April 6th next year. Reason is a week later. It's because Easter falls on, I believe, April 1st, 2nd in 2024. Yeah, next year's 2024. I'm trying. Okay. So that's when they're going to do the South Florida drone meetup. Hopefully I'll be able to get to it and won't be on a major project like I was this year. Fingers crossed. Never know. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. This is an important one. DJI Mobile SDK for Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro announced. This is actually kind of big news. All right. And now let me take a step back. All right. If you are a developer, if you can work with this software, okay, this is a big deal. Okay. This is also a big deal. And let's get into the article, because I think it talks about this really well here. Okay. And I think you'll get the sense that, and you understand, okay, a lot of apps need to have access to the software development kit. And when DJI does that, it makes a big difference here. Okay. And let's get that article up here. Okay. All right. Here we go. DJI Mobile SDK adds support for Mini 3, Mini 3 Pro drones. Okay. DJI has updated its mobile SDK to support the Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro drones. The MSDK is a software development kit that gives developers ready access to the inherent capabilities of DJI drones. It simplifies the application development process by taking care of lower level functionalities such as flight stabilization, battery management, signal transmission, and communication. As a result, third-party developers such as Litchi, Maven, Drone Harmony, and can straight away focus on applications a drone is being integrated into without worrying about the nitty-gritty robotics and embedded systems. Okay, and let's move it further on down here. Let's see if I can get there we go. A few weeks ago, DJI shared it was on its working on releasing the Android MSDK for the Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro. The drone maker kept its word with the release of v5.3.0, but curiously enough, DJI with its 5.5-inch built-in screen is not included in the list of supported devices for the Mini 3 series. As of now, if you choose to use a third-party app to fly the Mini 3, you must use the basic RC-N1 remote controller Mini 3 Pro users. Meanwhile, have the option to use either the RC-N1 or the high-end DJI RC Pro controller. In any case, it will be a few weeks before third-party app developers release an update for these drones. DroneLink, for instance, is offering beta support for the Mini 3 series and inviting feedback from users as present. Excuse me. Litchi, on the other hand, is yet to release a product based on DJI's SDK v5. The current Litchi app utilizes SDK v4, which DJI is no longer updating. Okay, wow, that's a lot. And just to get you guys up to date with this, okay. Again, these third-party apps are fantastic, and being able to integrate. A lot of you have used Litchi, and however you pronounce it, tomato. Have used that in the past, and it's been very beneficial. It's really done a great job for a lot of people. There's been so many tools and so many other things. For example, the Waypoints on there, from what I hear, and this is something when you do use things like this, unfortunately, if your drone crashes, you're out of luck because it voids the warranty there's warranty issues kind of things with that. That's why, I won't touch something like that until after, the warranty's expired on the drone, and I know, and I've talked to Ron Brown, and he did that with his Phantom 4 Pro. He downloaded Litchi for it, and he really enjoyed it, like the Waypoints and some other features that weren't, on DJI Go software, was there for him. And it really enabled him to do a lot with that. And that's what it's going to do with this. It's going to enable you to do quite a bit with the Mini 3 and the Mini 3 Pro. Read the limitations as I just read through you. Pay attention to what's going on with that. That article is a good reference. I encourage, and again, I encourage you guys to go back and read these articles. Yes, it is, Mark. That's a good point. They have fantastic waypoint system. Okay, using third-party apps will not affect your care refresh. Okay, that's good. That's really good to hear. So yeah, definitely, check these out. And again, that's something that's really important and really good news. And make sure that you take advantage of these opportunities, because that's really good to have that. Now, what we're going to do here, and I thought we take a few minutes. I'm going to pull the Inspire 3 up. Now, what I'm going to do again is just give a real brief rundown and go through at a pretty rapid pace, the features. And then I'm going to go and we're going to price one out tonight. All right. Because I want to show you guys what all's involved. Okay. And I think you'll be surprised. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and get that article here. All right. Okay, new DJI Inspire 3 drone is here. 15 things to know. Design changes. You can tell it's more streamlined, and the FPV camera is part of the body up there. The flight time is 28 minutes. The flying speed's on there, 94 kilometers an hour. full frame 8K camera. It has an onboard storage solution of 1 terabyte, which you think it's a lot, but for processing 8K, it's really not. Precision flying system with RTK positioning technology. You have to get those modules in order for that to work, but it's a nice feature. New Waypoint Pro intelligent flight modes, repeatable routes in 3D dolly. Spotlight Pro subject tracking, omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, ultra-wide night vision FPV, Inspire 3 remote controller, which is something that's different, dual control mode, OcuSync 3 Pro video transmission, TimeSync support and DJI Pro integration, DJI Inspire 3 price and availability. Okay. Now, what we're going to do right now, okay, we're going to go over and let me go ahead and we're going to stop that and we're going to go ahead and find it. There we go. All right. We're going to go ahead out and on this is on DJI's website. We're going to go ahead out and price this out. So let's act like we're going to do that. All right. You can see the price, $16,490. Why isn't this coming up here? All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to stop the screen. We're going to present, share screen. All right, there we are, $16,499. All right. Now, there's a raw license, and I'm not going to purchase the raw license here. Just like I said, I'm not really buying this, guys, so don't think I'm going to be hitting the buy button here. DJI Inspire 3 is currently available for pre-sale only. According to bank rules, the payment will be deducted within 6 days after your order is placed. Okay. Now, you need to pick a lens for this, okay? And it has an 18 millimeter f.2 AF, so we're going to go ahead and add that, all right? You need to have Inspire 3 foldable quick release propellers for high altitude and Inspire foldable quick release propeller. We're going to grab some of those. Now, there's some other options here, okay? You're going to need to get another RC Plus, okay? Well, this is what's in the box. And, all right. All right. I'm going to go out here. And I'm kind of surprised here. Don't miss top accessories. Now, this is kind of, I'm looking for, see if this comes up with what I'm looking for here. Because they had more options than this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go back to store. Let's go here. Take a closer look. Anyway, I don't know why this isn't here, but you can take a look. Let's look. Okay, let's look and see what comes in the box. You get the Inspire 3, the RC Plus, the X9 AK Air gimbal camera. Now remember, that's without lens. Okay. Intelligent battery 6, 1 terabyte of storage, intelligent battery charging hub, foldable quick release props, RC Plus strap, RC Plus waist support, Inspire 3 trolley case, gimbal camera case, lens carrying box, USB to USB-C, cable USB-C to USB-A data cable, intelligent battery charging hub, Inspire 3 gimbal rubber dampeners, intelligent battery paired batteries sticker, double-headed screwdriver. Okay. Now, when I price this up, all right, and I'm just going to go by what I have, considering the website's not being is being kind of stupid as far as I'm concerned tonight. We're gonna go ahead and stop that screen. When I priced it up, okay, I priced it up with that base price of $16,000. I added a lens. I added a 35 millimeter lens with that. I also added another DJI remote, because really, in all honesty, now I'm not sure, and Lauren may be able to answer this. I'm not sure if the operator can do donut. No. Where I'm at, Jeff, with that account, there's no money in there. So yeah, what I have set up there. So anyway, that won't happen. The drone itself, which is 16,000, the lens, which is about 1,300. You need to get another controller with a screen on it, because you need to have a camera operator, and that's another $1,500 right there. Care refresh is about $1,500 to $2,000. So all told, in my cart before checkout, it was a little over $20,000. Okay, for this drone. So it gives you kind of a perspective of where things are. If an Inspire has been something you've kind of always wanted to look at and wanted to consider, look at a refurbished Inspire 2. There, look at it on the DJI store. Yeah, John. Yeah, that's a lot. It is a lot of money. Realize again, as Lauren has said, and bar none. Okay, this is not a hobbyist drone. Okay, this is a professional type drone, and it takes, and as Mark is so well put, you need somebody with a great camera knowledge to really use this drone to its full potential. And he mentioned Ron Brown when we had the Inspire 3 show, and Marcus was a spot on with that, because you really need, even me or Marcus. Well, I can figure it out. Okay, I can probably get it to where I can shoot some great video with it and take some great stills. But in order to really maximize the potential of this, you need somebody with a good basic camera knowledge. And Ron's had that even before drones came on. He's been a camera aficionado for years. So, you really need that kind of expertise with that. And it comes with 3 sets of batteries. Yeah. Yeah. That's, it does come with a lot. Realize, again, I know you guys, it is sticker shock. I will say that. All right. No questions asked. It is sticker shock, bar none. But with that sticker shock, one of the things that you do is, you get what you pay for, so to speak. There's an awful lot there. There's an awful lot you don't have to go out and buy. You don't have to go out and buy a case, okay? You don't have to go out and buy carrying straps. There's a screwdriver that comes with it. All your charging accessories are with it. 3 sets of batteries come with it, automatically. There's a strap for the camera, or for the remote, and there's a waist strap as well too. So you can, if you want to mount it on your waist, kind of a thing. There's a lot there. There's a lot that comes with this. So just understand. It is a lot, but you get a lot. But it pricey. Yeah, it is very pricey. And by the time, now this Care Refresh is pretty good from what I saw. This Care Refresh will, it talks about replacing, I think it said it would replace up to 2 in a year's time, which is fantastic. And I think it's around $2,000. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of beats the pants off of what, 250 or something for like a Mavic 3 or a Mavic 3 Pro. Okay. We think we're paying a lot for that. Think a lot about an Inspire 3. There are some videos out there with that. And that's why next week I'm really anxious to get and see, to get to talk to Billy and get his thoughts about this. I'm pretty sure he was out at CAB with Ken Dono. I saw part of Drone Nation last night, and they were talking to Billy, and he was in the car and Ken was driving. So I think they were out at CAB, which just happened in Vegas. So I'm real anxious. Hey, Ray, good to see you tonight. Waypoint New England. Try to decide Inspire 3 and the Mini 2. I see. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. So, I really want to see. I really would like to get some feedback from somebody. Billy would probably be about the closest to this, to see what his thoughts are regarding it. And of course, I really would like to talk to somebody that's had some stick time on it, and there aren't many because DJI really they've been real close knit on this one. As far as getting testers, I expected to see somebody, and a lot of you guys may know Potato Jet. You've probably seen him. He's a videographer. He got Matrice 30 to test. And I'm figuring, if anybody's going to get this test, so it would be him. Well, apparently they didn't do that. They just chose a few high-end videographers, photographers, and for their testing pool for this. So it's kind of, I don't want to say haha funny, but it's kind of interesting here. What transpired. So stay tuned. Tune in next week because that's one of the topics I'm going to spend some time talking about with Billy is the Inspire 3, because again, and I've gotten quite a bit of comments. Why are you spending time on this, Bill? Okay. Well, one of my wife's favorite sayings is knowledge is power. All right. And with something like this, okay, and I've always said, and you've kind of always learned that DJI, nothing is wasted with DJI. So the technology you see on an Inspire 3 will trickle down to, say, a Mavic 4, okay, or an Air 4, or a Mini 5, or something along those lines. It will move on down the chain, and it doesn't get wasted. And that's why I'm saying pay attention to what's going on here, because we'll be seeing this coming up on some of our drones, okay, some consumer drones. So that's why I'm paying a lot of attention with this here. You don't necessarily see it from like the M30 and the M30T. Those are very specific commercial type drones, okay? This Inspire 3, it's really kind of a crossover between consumer and professional, leaning obviously more towards professional. But again, that's why I'm spending some time on this. So, make sure you stop by next week, and especially when I'm talking to Billy about the Inspire 3, we are going to spend some time on it. So I wanted to kind of get that going here. Okay. I do have a little bit of an update on Fimi. I found out from our good friend Richard, and Richard's here tonight. I saw him in the chat. He still hasn't gotten an order update from Fimi yet on his X8 Pro. Oh my gosh. I told him, I said, I'm so sorry, Richard. It's just, it's so frustrating, dealing with, okay, the one I got to say this, to be honest with you, I've ordered stuff from Banggood before. I've ordered stuff directly from Fimi before, and I've ordered stuff from AliExpress before. Okay. All based in China. I've had the best luck in getting things from AliExpress. Okay. In all sincerity, they got me good tracking. They got it to me. And what's really funny is almost all of them will use DHL, which doesn't really exist in the United States anymore. So when it hits the United States, it goes to USPS, which, they give it their own different tracking number. And that's a whole another set of ball games right there. So, but is I've told Richard, and I've talked to Ron and Marcus, as far as I'm concerned, when a Fimi X8 Pro hits Amazon, that's when I'm going to hit the buy button, and not until then. Fimi X8 Mini Pro V2, that's another story. I may hit the buy button. I haven't decided on. I'm still kind of up in the air on that one. Their first iteration was, hair pulling, teeth pulling, that kind of thing, and poor Marcus had his hands full with that. I think he had 4 iterations of it, and before he got one at work, it was just not. It was an ugly sight. It was ugly, ugly, ugly. Anyway, with all that being said, here, okay, Fimi now has a website specific for Germany, and I'm going to go ahead and share that with you guys here. All right. Fimi Germany's Amazon store is now open. Okay, it's on Amazon. Okay. It says get up to, I guess, 110 euros off X8 SE 2022 V2. And it is on sale in the United States as well, guys, if you're interested in that. The promotion runs from 2023 4/17 to 2023 4/23 German time. Only first 5 orders are eligible for the full discount, while later orders can get, looks like 50 euros off. Okay. So, they have a Fimi Germany Amazon store, which is good for those over in Germany. And I know I have some subscribers from Germany over there. Thank you guys very much for watching. We appreciate that here at Build a Drone Reviewer and Rotor Talk Live. And if this is a drone that interests you, avail yourself of this opportunity. And as you know, Amazon has a very good return policy. That's why I would prefer buying my Fimi products through Amazon. So, all right, we got that out of the way, so to speak. All right, that was my Fimi update for the week. And I told you my other Fimi update is I'm going to be doing a video that my son-in-law sent me and kind of edit it and put it together. But my 4-year-old is helping her dad fly a drone. So helping. Okay. I'm going to put that in quotes. All right. And I don't want anybody to get all bonkers and saying, oh, we're going to report him to the FAA. She didn't fly the drone, guys. Okay. I want to be real clear about that. All right. But her eyes were as big as silver dollars. She was with her daddy. And when we're going up in May, in about third week of May, and she wants to know if Grandpa can, if Ellie can help Grandpa fly the plane. So we're gonna make sure that that's gonna happen as well too. So stick around for that. I know there will be video footage on that. So, all right. Now for what seems like, and I don't know, it's kind of like the lead story tonight. It's kind of a funny lead story, not haha funny, but I think it's interesting. Okay. All right, DJI Mini 3 drone only version now available for veteran mini pilots. I mean, drone only. Okay, do you know how long people have been waiting for this? This has been like forever. So let's go ahead and take a look at the article here. DJI has finally made its drone-only version of the Mini 3 available to buy those pilots who already have an RC-N1 remote controller from their older Mini Series aircraft. First announced in December 2022. Talks about that. You also get to record your adventures in 4K 30 frames per second. DJI Mini 3.2 uses the OcuSync 2 digital video transmission system. $469. The drone-only version is the most affordable way to get your hands on a Mini 3. And the model is finally available to buy now on Amazon, both a caveat that deliveries do not begin until next month. That said, DJI has just wrapped up an Easter sale in which the drone, along with the RC-N1 remote controller, were available to buy at a discounted price of $469. In case you missed that, now's your chance to upgrade from your Mavic Mini or Mini 2 in the most affordable manner. Okay, and it's real interesting. Okay, they're coming out with this here. Oh, good to hear, Richard. They shipped the TX10A. That is really good news. I am so happy. Trust me, when I say I'm thrilled for you, I am thrilled for you. That is good news to hear. This is good news, guys. Them being just selling the drone by itself. When the Mini 3 Pro came out, they had advertised that you could buy a Mini 3 Pro by itself, but that didn't happen until like forever. Okay. And this seems to be a lot quicker here with the Mini 3, that you'll be able to do this versus when the Mini 3 Pro came out. Okay. The time frame here. And I think that's important. It's great to see that DJI has kind of stepped up their game here, and they realize, that there are some Mini 2 owners out there, some Mini owners out there that could pair this up with their controller, and they're good to go. $469. That is an outstanding price for a Mini 3. Okay, and the photographic and video capabilities of this drone are outstanding. So if that's something that's interests you, I would fully take advantage of this. Again, the article talks about this. And it's going to come on Amazon. It's going to have that price on Amazon, but you have to wait a month to get it. But at this point, it's all. I think something like that is worth waiting for. With something like that, you get, you get an incredible drone. OcuSync 2, you get 4K 30 frames per second. $469 is a great price for this, and it's a very stable platform. It handles wind much better than the Mini 2 or the Mini. So, you can go up there. And finally, speaking of wind, okay, here in Florida, we finally had a day today where, if I wasn't working, I could have gone out to fly, and I would have gone out to fly my drone today because it was just absolutely perfect. It started out in the 50s this morning, but got up into the low 80s, but almost no wind to speak of, but between 5 to 10 miles an hour, and it was fantastic. So it was a great day for all of that. So, again, this is something I highly encourage you to take advantage of if you can. This kind of price point, you don't see that come along every now and then. So definitely, if you can do this, I would do this. Okay, these Mini 3 drones are an excellent value. And that price that DJI had, for the Easter sale for this with $469 with a controller with that was fantastic. So if you can take advantage of the drone only for $469, do it, because that's an outstanding deal. I would not say no to that. Okay. Rich Mini 3 plus benefits. It will. You are very right, Richard. That is an excellent point. That is an absolutely excellent point. Yeah. So, consider that, if that's on your radar, again, I was hoping this week, to hopefully see some things on the Mavic 3 Pro. Obviously, that's not going to happen. And I know Marcus, he sold his, we all know Marcus sold his DJI Mavic 3 in anticipation of buying the Mavic 3 Pro. So, that money's burning a hole in his pocket right now. Sorry, Marcus, I couldn't resist. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting drone. I mean, we really haven't seen any specs on it per se, only some guesses and some guesswork and some leaks and some pictures in what that will entail. So, be on the lookout for that. My guess is if it isn't out now, it's probably not going to, you're probably going to see maybe a May or June kind of release with something like this, but who knows? And now that they don't do the FCC database until the day of the release, your guess is as good as mine. You got to pay attention to Deals Drone and to Osita to get information on this. So stay tuned for that. We'll have more on that. That'll be coming up. And again, I'm working on getting some other people on here. I'm working on trying to get Rick Smith to get him back on, because Rick's a great guy, very knowledgeable. Really, again, I want to get his impression, what he thinks of the Inspire 3 and the new drones that have come out. Going to try several other people to get them on. As I had Kelly on a few weeks ago, and it was great reception. Kelly's just a wonderful person, great information, just a fountain of great knowledge. So I was real appreciative again having Kelly on the show. Really looking forward to having Billy on next week. It's going to be a great show. So please, like I said, please circle that on your calendar. Set your watch, set your alarm on your phone. Make sure you don't miss it, because Billy is a gem, having him on. So I'm really looking forward to that. Want to get also his reaction to what he thought about NAB. They did have, it's kind of surprising. NAB allowed DJI in there, but the whatchamacallit at the beginning of the year in January, the Consumer Electronics Show, they didn't allow DJI in there. So go figure. Very interesting. Also, too, who's been kind of quiet lately, and I'm just throwing this out there right now. Haven't heard. Yeah, I saw that, John. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I hope so, Lauren. I really do. I really do. Okay, Brad. I would hope so. I would really hope so. I'm anxious to see that. for me personally, I'm sticking with the Mavic 3. It's worked flawlessly. I have not had a drone work this flawlessly out of the box, and the Mavic 3 out of the box has worked flawlessly. Okay. There's gonna have to be something. I'm probably gonna wait until there's a Mavic 4 before that one gets sold, because the Mavic 3 has worked so well for me. Okay. Okay, Michael, thank you for, but Amazon still has the $469 Mini 3. Okay. Take advantage of this, guys. I mean, it really, it's really good. Remember, it's compatible with the RC Pro. That's a good question, Waypoint New England. I'm not 100% sure on that. So if anybody knows, stick it in the chat, and let them know. But thank you, Michael, for posting this about the Mini 3. That's about it for tonight. I mean, we're going to be ending up a little bit early here, but that's always okay. Don't forget, and I know I'm beating this like a dead horse, but please make sure that you tune in next week. That's going to be a show you're not going to want to miss. You'll probably want to watch it again to get more content out of that. Billy is always good. Like I said, I'm also trying to get Rick Smith on, trying to get a hold of him. He has a very busy schedule, so he's hard to get a hold of. I'm working on some other people, trying to get them on as well. I really I'm trying to move forward here. Also, another note, okay, you probably see I'm a little different here, and it's because, I told you my desktop died. I've got it repaired. I'm going to sell that. I'm waiting on my new laptop. Should be here early next week, okay? And I got a new setup, a whole monitor. I got to get Geek Squad come out here to help me get this monitor set up. It's huge. It's 49-inch Samsung. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah. All right. Well, almost hate to fly my Mini 3 Pro and Air 2S now on the Mavic 3. Yeah, that's that too. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. Thank you for a great chat. Make sure on the way out you smash that like button. That really helps me, really helps my numbers. Thank you guys so much for sticking around me. Also, I don't know, it looks like Art's been having a good time over in the Philippines. If you're friends with him on Facebook, let him know. I'm sure he really appreciates that. He's such a great guy. I'm so glad he's been a great part of this drone community. Make sure that you let him know that, and share some good thoughts. I'm sure he would enjoy that. So anyway, thank you all so much for showing up tonight. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for next week. It's going to be fun. I also got that video coming out with my son-in-law and my granddaughter. So be on the lookout for that. I'm also going to go flying this weekend by hook or by crook. I'm going to try to get out early, because early is when it's not windy. I've been meaning especially get the Mini 3 up there, Pro up there, to test out that last firmware updates. And I really want to get the Mavic 3 up there too. So I'm going to try to get that out there. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. And as always, guys, remember, it's a great day to fly. Take care.